Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Random Wrestling Talk, episode number 29. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. In the last couple of weeks, we have not had the three musketeers together, Matthew, John, and myself, Bruce, but we're back. We're going to try to keep this every single Saturday night or Sunday night, depending on which
Not doing a Sunday.
day it may be. By the way, John, Sundays, does that work for you at all?
Possibly. They put a new schedule out every Sunday, and it tells you what it is. It's always different. It's never the same.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, if we can't
I tell you this right now, Sunday's not going to work. Saturday,
I'll know.
Sunday, no.
Well, I'll know one way or another if we could do Saturday or we could do Thursday night. So either way, ahead of time, and I'll also advertise that in any of my reviews with Matthew or by myself if I do any beforehand. So everyone will know that ahead of time, whether we're going to have the show on Thursday or Saturday night, and then try to stick with it from that point on. Probably Thursday might be the best thing for us to do. I'm not sure. I'll just have to think it over here because I got shit to do on Thursday nights and Friday and Saturday. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll try figuring this out as we go along. But without a further ado, ladies and germs, we're going to first talk about this whole brand split bullshit with these logos. I want to first start out with John. John, give me your overall opinion about SmackDown's logo and Raw's logo.
First off, the SmackDown one, it's alright. Everyone says it's terrible. But the Raw one looks like absolute shit. Looks like it's something from like the 80s or something that they would come up with, except even worse. I mean, it says Raw and has a little line. It kind of reminds me of like a Dodge Ram logo or something. Just looks like shit.
Well, before I go to Matthew, I'm going to say something about the SmackDown logo. The SmackDown logo is TNA Impact logo, buddy.
Oh,
no.
If you look at the Impact logo, it's the same fucking thing, dude. Look at it while you're on this. You won't fucking believe it. It's a complete rip.
No, I know. I looked at that logo and I thought, did they just rip off TNA's logo? I mean, I know they can get away with that because they're fucking WWE and TNA doesn't mean jack shit to them, but damn.
Well, I can just say this much, guys. They've been ripping off TNA for the last week and a half or so. From the final deletion of Jeff Hardy with the New Day and the Wyatt family. They did a ripoff on that, and now this.
They did?
With the SmackDown logo. Yeah. They did a ripoff. Well, if you final deletion of Jeff Hardy was a storyline gimmick type video filming of what of Jeff and Matt Hardy's match, which was actually a pretty original, cool idea. It was more towards the lines of Luchador Underground type format, but they actually did that whole entire match through a filming type format. Unlike with Luchador Underground, they do not do that during the in-ring action, but TNA took that whole idea that Luchador does and put it in the filming format throughout the entire match. That's how they did it. And so WWE took that same idea from fucking TNA with the New Day and the Wyatt family, and they took this whole thing to a whole new level, to a more serious kind of thing, while TNA made a lighthearted thing out of it, made it kind of comedic to the audience and funny. Good in-ring action that was performed in it, and so forth. But the New Day and Wyatt family were a more serious version of it, where the Wyatt family were using axes and trying to hit them with it and hitting cars instead. So they took it to a whole new extreme on that. I thought it was pretty cool, but I thought it was pretty shitty that WWE had to rip off TNA's idea. It just was kind of showing that they're fucking weak as shit.
They're getting lazy.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Vince is just saying shit. Just see what TNA is doing. Just write that down.
Yeah.
Well, WWE's grabbing all these former teenage stars, thinking, so what happened over there? That's interesting. We could might use that and tweak it with our own little PG spin off it. But of course, I'm not sure how Axis count as PG, so that looked more PG-13 or anything.
Whatever it may have been, but the reality of it is as simple as this. Has been struggling of late, trying to figure out how to make themselves better. And the reality of it is real simple. Keep it simple, assholes! You don't have to make it hard. You don't have to make it difficult. And you sure as hell don't have to make it lame. Just keep it simple. Make it about belts, wins and losses, and grudges among superstars, and create those storylines to cause those grudges and disdain between each other. Like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on television. It's a simple little storyline. It's about two guys that were best friends in the indies. Kevin Owens turned into a dick. Sami Zayn don't understand why he would be that way, and he's just fucking sick and tired of it. He was attacked, and Sami Zayn's getting back at him for it. Simple, great, and people are loving it. It's a simple, simplistic storyline that's going to end up having two guys go in a ring and perform and probably have the match of the fucking night tomorrow night. So that's all that has to be said on that. And that's what they need to do. Keep it fucking simple. They don't need to make it hard.
Okay, well, they pretty much botched the entire draft, though.
Oh, God. I feel sorry for Finn Balor. He's got Michael Cole calling his matches. That's going to be horrible.
Well, they got Corey Graves, so that'll probably balance it out, and hopefully we'll hear more of Graves than we'll hear of Cole. But yes, in each show with Cole announcing any good wrestler is going to turn into crap.
Oh, by the way, John,
Yeah.
Are you at all considering maybe trying to SmackDown episodes? I know you're not going to be able to probably watch it live, but off of Watch Wrestling TO, you're going to be interested in wanting to catch that and see what it's like?
No.
Because you're not going to see Roman Reigns on it.
Yeah, but I'm going to see John Cena, and I have a lot of hatred for him as well.
Well, no,
yeah,
you can watch
AJ
beat him up every week.
But here's the thing, John. John Cena is not like a guy that seems to be unbeatable. He seems like a guy that can be beaten. He seems like he's a normal guy at this point in his career. He's not like this super Cena guy. He's like what everybody else was hoping he could be.
Speaking of,
guy that loses every once in a while.
Oh, because he's not nothing left to prove anymore.
You guys think that Roman Reigns actually gonna roll in the battleground and walk out with the title, act like nothing happened?
I hope not.
Yep, that's what's gonna happen. By the way, I did find out what the with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns actually got Roman in trouble with Adderall, which is used for ADHD or attention deficit disorder problems, and that's the reason why he got in trouble for that. He didn't have a prescription, apparently. Yeah. He didn't have a prescription for it. Hold on, Matthew. He didn't have a prescription for it, and apparently it's assumed that he went ahead and got it from one of the guys that he works with or from a friend, and they gave it to him, and he didn't figure he was going to be drug tested for this, and it the drug actually helps you get focused, helps you become more focused, doing what you do.
He hasn't been focusing on his matches very well.
So,
Yeah,
let me get it straight. Roman Reigns figures he wasn't focused enough on his character and his sucking attitude. He had to take drugs in order to make himself be more suckish.
Well, no, supposedly people close to him, they assumed, people close to him actually say that he does have this drug by prescription by a doctor, but because of the situation, it was assumed that he didn't have any left and he couldn't get a prescription at that point in time, so he took it from a friend or family member or something like that. It's just a rumor, really. To be quite honest with you, I don't give a fuck, but it's a lot better. It's a lot better than him getting in trouble for doing steroids. That's all I have to say on that.
That's just a rumor. I think it's probably
people are blowing the whole Lesnar thing out of the water.
Oh, Lesnar?
God. No, Lesnar failed by taking steroids.
That was not a steroid he was taking.
Dude, it is a steroid. It's used to increase testosterone. Estrogen blockers. I read about it. It's used for bodybuilders who take steroids to increase their testosterone.
So why isn't he suspended? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, because Brock Lesnar was doing this in UFC, not WWE.
Oh.
And Brock Lesnar is now suspended from WWE for 2 years, I believe. And on top of that, he is saying goodbye to $8 million worth and only getting 2 out of that $8 million. So $6 million of that money is going bye-bye.
Wait. Lesnar's gone for 2 years, right? So what's going to happen at SummerSlam?
No, Lesnar's gone from UFC for 2 years, not from WWE, smart one.
Yeah, well, you keep breaking up, so I heard WWE, then I heard 2 years, so sorry.
So you're allowed.
What was that, John?
So if you're a WWE superstar, you're allowed to do drugs, not in the WWE.
Well, the thing is that Vince McMahon is very disappointed even in Brock Lesnar, but he's not going to suspend him since it wasn't involved in his drug policy. He's being punished with another company, so he doesn't see the reasoning behind it. Not to mention, and it does make a lot of sense, I think a way of punishing him is having him lose to Randy Orton.
Wait.
I think
Can Dana White sue Vince for not testing Lesnar beforehand? Before.
No, no, Vince McMahon ain't gonna be sued by Dana White because of that. Dana White has his own. He has the USADA. They're like the fucking highest level in drug testing you could possibly ask for. I think that's a government official type of company that drug tests people.
Alright.
So, yeah, Dana White's taking good care of Brock Lesnar and reprimanding him for what he did. I mean, he's taking $6 million fucking dollars out of the 8 that he was willing to give him to have one fight at UFC, which I highly doubt not too many fighters get for one fight. So, yeah.
I'm sure he's crying in his bed about that. He's not going to be able to pay off his house or anything. With only two measly $1 million that he got. He's screwed. He's losing his house, his kids, everything.
Hey, dude,
he's going to lose his farm.
Hold on a second. Think about this. Would you want to have $8 million or would you rather have $2 million? I think I would rather have the $8 million. Taking away $6 million out of my pocket, I would be fucking pissed. But then again, why should Brock Lesnar be pissed? He's the one dumb enough taking the dumb fucking drug that he wasn't allowed to take in the first place.
Well, was he not feeling confident he could win, so he took some steroids to maybe help juice him up?
I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I think he's a complete fucking dumbass. JD from New York 206 is actually doing a off the script episode tomorrow on that story. So that's going to be pretty entertaining. I'm definitely catching that. Because he thinks what Brock Lesnar did was fucking stupid. He didn't give away the details. He says he was going to do that video for Sunday. So I'm definitely tuning in for that shit. But in all honesty, Brock Lesnar is a fucking retard. And that's all that needs to be said about that subject, because he lost $6 million fucking dollars out of 8 when he could have had $8 fucking million for one fight. If he wanted to, he could tell Vince McMahon, you know, Vince, I'm not feeling up to wrestling the next couple of months, so you can take me off the books. You know, something like that. But whatever.
Speaking of JD from New York, Bruce, did you catch the draft video I recommended you watch before this show?
Yeah, I already watched that. I was watching that at work, dude.
Yeah, same here. I just want to get your opinion. Do you agree with JD about how they botched the draft?
Oh, they fucking... They did a travesty to it. Finn Balor shouldn't have been on Raw. He should be on SmackDown. SmackDown should be an indie show.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with that, but what about the fact that they just botched the... Oh, I'm sorry, John, but let me just say this, about how they just botched the whole title picture here. I mean...
Oh, that? We'll get into that in just a few moments after John says what he wanted to say. Go ahead, John.
Yeah.
Botched the whole what?
They botched the whole fucking draft, dude. They put guys on Raw that shouldn't have been on Raw. They put guys on SmackDown that really shouldn't have been on SmackDown.
How did so is Raw still 3 hours or?
Yeah, 3 hours with half a roster.
So are they gonna have Roman Reigns compete in 3 matches every night, or? Are they
No, they're gonna have Roman Reigns suck Vince McMahon's cock in the middle of the ring for an hour.
And John, here's the title picture we have here. On Raw, we have the U.S. title, the women's title, the tag team titles, and eventually they're going to bring back the cruiserweight title. On SmackDown, you have the WWE title, which, depending on what happens tomorrow night, that could change. And then you have the Intercontinental title. That's it.
Only 2 championships?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the deal on this whole situation, now that we got into it. They're thinking about possibly not bringing back another world championship for SmackDown. They're going to have the WWE champion defended on both shows. They're going to have the women's champion defended on both shows. And have the tag team titles defended on both shows. When in all reality...
What's the point of having 2 different brands? If you're just going
That's what JD said. That's what JD said, man. Here's the truth. With the women and the tag team titles, that's different. Because here's the situation on that. You can go without having a tag team title match or a women's title match for a pay-per-view. And they're having 2 pay-per-views per month, except for when they have like the major big name pay-per-views like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleMania, and Royal Rumble. But here's the deal on this. The reality of all of it should be as simple. The truth is, SmackDown should have their world title, Raw should have the WWE title, or vice versa. It doesn't matter which. Just as long as both shows have their major title for each one of them. The cross-branding for the world, women's championship and the tag team titles, I don't have a problem with. Because you could go without a pay-per-view without having the tag team titles on the line or the women's title on the line. It's not a big deal. You have more room for grudges, building matches, and building also other superstars to becoming world champions on that brand. And I think that's where it needs to be focused. They need to build a mid-card roster and a main event roster for each brand. And that is where it needs to be focused. The tag team titles, come on, man. That tag team division, outside of maybe 2 or 3 tag teams, the rest of that division is shit. The women's title You got 2 or 3 big names that are really good that everybody likes. Eventually, they bring up Bayley from the NXT roster. You're going to have 4. But outside of the top 3 or 4 stars in that division for the women's title, they're all fucking lame-ass wrestlers that couldn't wrestle their way out of a shoe. Okay? That's the truth. So, with all that being said, it really shouldn't be that big of a concern. The concern should be the World Championship belts. Them having a world title only just for one person, but not a secondary world championship is a big mistake. Because, like JD has been saying on his show, he has said that, you're going to have very short, storylines. 2-week storylines. They're going to go nowhere. They go to a pay-per-view, have a title match, that's it. Where's the fun in that? Where's the hype in the title match? So, they need a secondary championship. For like I just said, the women and the whatchamacallit, the tag team title is not a big deal.
Actually, it is.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
No, let me explain. I may be quoting JD from this. I completely agree with his opinion on this, but there was no point in the draft if you were trying to make Raw and SmackDown completely separate from each other. The fact that you're going to have the tag team and the women's titles being shifted up to both shows, it's the same bullshit crap we've been having from years now. You had to split the division, put a certain division on a show to make that show important, and vice versa. Take Raw. They claim they're going to have the exclusive rights to the Cruiserweight division. That's fine. But what does SmackDown get?
I get the...
Think about that.
I don't know.
People who are watching the Cruiserweight Classic right now on the WWE Network...
They can get exclusive, the hardcore title for their brand, exclusive.
That would be a fucking awesome idea. John just said something that was awesome. Wait, Matt. John said something that's awesome.
Okay, I heard him.
Yeah, SmackDown have the Hardcore Championship exclusively on SmackDown. That would be a fucking unbelievable idea.
Yes, I agree with it. In fact, I was thinking about that, because I'm trying to think about what can they do about making the SmackDown entertaining, unless they bring back the Hardcore title and make it for anyone, regardless who you are. Middleweight, heavyweights. Tag teams can split between the Hardcore belt. Women's can challenge for the Hardcore belt. I don't know, but just they need something to make SmackDown worth watching, and it's not working right now. Yes, SmackDown's live. SmackDown has some good talent, but it's the same talent we all know. There's nothing enticing to really watch it, except for the fact that Roman Reigns is not on it, which, yes, that's a huge plus.
Well, here's something that would be surprising.
Cena's ugly mug on her.
We've tolerated Cena for 10 years. I'm pretty much immune to his gimmick by now.
I don't have a problem with John Cena. I think he's cool. I think Roman Reigns is a douche. Okay, there's nothing to be said on that. But, I mean, we all know how we all feel about him, and anyone that watches this show knows how we feel about him, as well as everybody in the fucking YouTube, community in wrestling knows how they feel about him as well. He sucks! Simple!
Plus, I got a little extra hate for Cena right now, because yesterday I watched that shitty-ass Capital Punishment pay-per-view. That made me hate him a lot more.
Okay.
How so?
Did you not see that match with him and, what was it, R-Truth or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
That wasn't John Cena's fault. Vince McMahon probably just was like, hey, well, I'll pay this fan to go ahead and throw soda in R-Truth's face. I mean, everybody says, oh, John Cena buries everybody. That's what I love what they're doing with AJ Styles and John Cena. They're having this storyline where AJ says John Cena buries everybody. It's not John Cena buries everybody. It's Vince McMahon burying everybody. Vince McMahon fucking buries every guy and then lines them up to be fed to John Cena, and because he loves John Cena so much, he does it. And he does the same thing with Roman Reigns. So, hey, what do you want from me? What, I mean, John Cena
when
can't
did I say that?
blame fucking Vince McMahon.
When did I say that?
Well,
I didn't say that.
You never said that John Cena buries people.
Well, not. Hey, that's what's seen on my television screen, and I believe it, and I think it's real.
Uh-huh. Right.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. But you need to keep digging up the old past John Cena matches to prove, just give an explanation why you hate Cena. Just look at his past stuff. I mean, whatever. He's going to have his six-man tag team match tomorrow night. His team will probably win.
Yeah.
On the pay-per-view?
That's what they're doing.
Match? Wow.
Yeah, they're having Enzo Amore and John Cena versus AJ Styles and the rest of the club, which is Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And here's the funny part. Mentioning the draft, they fucking took those three guys and put them on different shows.
Yeah, but
Carl Anderson...
They're on where?
Yeah, they're on different shows, Bruce, but the members have already stated that they're not really breaking up, they're just expanding. AJ's going to take over take over SmackDown. Anderson and Gallows are going to be basically running roughshod on Raw. I mean, they're not really splitting them up.
Yeah, they're not really... Yes, they are splitting them up! What kind of fucking bullshit is that? They are splitting them up. It's simple as that.
Yes, that goes back to my last statement about putting all...
Go ahead, John. What were you saying?
I said they're probably going to do with this draft is like what they did in like 2011 and 12 when they just jump back and forth every once in a while from Raw and SmackDown. Like it doesn't even matter.
Look, these people. Look, I've been reading over the last week, through this entire week since Tuesday, and I've been reading some of the articles on NoDQ.com, and I'm saying to myself, you make a brand split, you still don't know what the fuck you're doing? What the hell would you make a brand split if you don't know what you're doing yet? That's so fucking stupid. Oh, we don't know where we're going to put the titles. We don't know what titles are going on what. We don't know if the titles are going to go on both brands. We don't know if we're going to have one world championship or two world championships. We don't know nothing. We don't know what we're doing from one fucking second to the next. Why not? You should have this shit fucking planned out months in advance, or at least weeks in advance, so that you know where you stand and where you're going.
Yes, that's what everyone on the internet has been saying. That WWE basically were just pulling shit out of their asses just an hour before they went on the air. Probably. I mean, look what the concept was. The original concept was going to go with probably going to have Stephanie and Shane running Raw, and they're going to probably put Daniel Bryan running SmackDown. But instead, they're focusing everything on the whole family feud of Stephanie and Shane bickering about who's going to take over the company when dear old dad croaks. And it's the same bullshit.
Wait, who's the general manager of SmackDown and who's the manager of Raw?
Okay, general managers of Raw and SmackDown, here's the deal. Daniel Bryan's the manager of SmackDown. Mick Foley's the general manager of Raw.
Commissioner Foley's back?
Yep.
Yes, Commissioner Foley's back. Now, he did not have the gavel, though, which I was disappointed about.
So he's not going to have the puppies with him?
Nah, he's not going to have the puppies, unfortunately.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
That was funny.
Maybe his daughter will start giving everyone blowjobs in the back. Oh, God. Why did I say that? That was horrible.
I don't know, dude. You're drunk.
No, I'm not, actually. I'm fucking sober as sober could be. And now an awkward
In
silence.
other words, you're just talking out of your ass, then I don't know.
Yeah, my ass is talking. It's saying lots of things, like Matthew is gay. Matthew is gay. Matthew is gay.
Very riveting. Alright, so again, the draft, the decisions making. It was all bullshit, wasted time, and they didn't even know what they were doing. So yeah.
He didn't say
yeah, the only
no, did he?
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Did Matt say no? He's not.
He's saying no, he's not gay. What?
Yeah, did he say he wasn't?
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
I was just fucking around. Matthew's not.
Don't just move on, actor of respectable ages. I mean, honestly, what people go on bickering about who's gay or who's straight anymore? Dear God.
Well, Matthew, the thing is, wait, hold on. But Matthew, shut up for a moment. You're supposed to say, I'm not gay, so shut up. That's what you're supposed to say if you're not gay.
I just think, for example, we want to do this show about our opinion about how much WWE is just taking a huge shit on itself, and here we are bickering about middle school bullshit.
No, actually, instead of shitting on WWE, I'm shitting on you!
And I'm taking the high road and ignoring that. So, yeah.
No,
there you go.
No, wait, hold on. All I was saying is all you had to say was, no, I'm not gay, now shut up, and then move on. That's all I was saying. You didn't have to go on I'm not saying do a 15-minute rant about how I said you're gay when you're not. Fuck, man.
The fact that you're even laughing at your own stupidity just astounds me.
Well, you should be laughing at my stupidity. Instead, you're sitting there acting like you're annoyed. For you. Anyway, let's move on to wrestling, since that's what this show's about.
Okay. But, let's just act like that didn't happen.
So, yes, to recap. Daniel Bryan is running SmackDown, Mick Foley's running Raw, but he's basically the puppet of Stephanie.
Puppet?
He's a puppet of everything. I really can't stomach the fact that Mick Foley's in the GM role. I think it's the worst thing to honestly do.
Know his role.
I know, they should have just brought back Stone Cold.
Yeah. They would have brought Stone Cold back. That show would have gained ratings again. I am telling you. Stone Cold would have they should have had Stone Cold running crazy over Stephanie. Not listening to a word she says. They needed someone controversial against Stephanie McMahon as a GM. Not Mick Foley, who's a yes man. That's all he's doing. He's saying, yes, Stephanie, she's intelligent. She's this. She knows what she's talking about. No, she don't fucking know what she's talking about. My dad said actually just now that they could use Sting actually as a GM. That would have been a good role for him.
Speaking of Sting, since I don't watch current WWE anymore, or a bunch of old TNA DVDs, like I'm gonna start watching that from like all the way back then.
What? You're gonna watch old TNA DVDs?
Yeah, with Sting.
Oh, good luck with that. Kind of hard to find these days now that TNA doesn't even really have much of a fucking DVD collection of any kind to get anywhere except for Amazon.
I heard they lost their license to DVDs, so all their DVDs are out of print. All the ones they have are the ones they got now.
Wait, what?
I heard they
all their DVDs are out of print.
Meaning like they don't make any more DVDs?
No, all they have from like the old ones, all they have is ones that they have out, but like they don't have any more in print.
Oh, so any copies that are left that's it? Is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Oh. Well, what about their current TNA DVDs, like from a year or two ago or something like that? They still making copies of those, right?
I don't know. They still haven't
Not that I
released
really.
any of their recent ones. Like still haven't even released Bound for Glory 2015. I guess they they can't even afford it or what.
I don't know what they can do.
They got to worry about
Kind of
paying for
sucks
it.
that they can't do much of anything at this point right now in their time of being in the country or being around, I should say.
Hey,
I don't even
hey,
think
John,
they
have you been
even
watching the
travel.
Cruiserweight Classic?
No.
Yeah. How about
He doesn't have the WWE Network, Matthew.
Oh, he doesn't? I thought he
Yes,
signed up
yes
for
I
that.
do.
My bad.
I have
Oh,
it
he
till
does.
the
Yeah,
29th.
yeah, WWE's Cruiserweight Classic thing is actually pretty damn entertaining. It's like NXT, only with, I don't know. It just seems pretty entertaining to me.
Yeah. Probably reminds me of the
I'm
reason why I
watching
enjoyed watching TNA with the X Division.
X Division. Who's the X Division
Yeah,
champion now?
they're,
Trevor Lee, whatever that dude's name is.
Oh, the X Division champion, I think it's still
yes.
Eddie Edwards. Unless it changed hands.
Oh yeah, Eddie Edward Norton.
Yes.
You watch TNA?
Who, me or Matthew?
No, I do not watch TNA, but I still keep tabs on them with a YouTube channel.
Let's keep a tab open for him.
Don't mean to butt into
You
your
watch?
show, but it's always been Shane against Stephanie. Wouldn't it be neat if it was Triple H against Stephanie?
Okay, my dad just said something interesting. Wouldn't it be neat if they did a storyline where they did where there was a storyline between Stephanie and Triple H?
Nah.
They already did that in 2002.
No, I mean like in like a competitive whatchamacallit. In a fuck. In like a business competitive standpoint, like what they're doing with Shane and Stephanie. Is
No,
what
I
I'm
probably
saying.
wouldn't.
Really?
No, I
You
can't
guys
see it.
wouldn't like that idea?
Not really.
You watch
I could see that.
NXT?
It would be specifically on Monday Night Raw, though. Like, in a sense, they could go ahead and have Stephanie do her thing right now, and then Triple H comes in and says, this whole idea is fucking bullshit. What are you doing? You're turning
TNA.
Raw into crap, and this is absolute fucking bullshit. I'm taking over. And blah, blah, blah. And has maybe Seth Rollins goes ahead, stands up for Stephanie, and he's got the title, and he's getting all the treatment that he could ask for, and he's like, well, Stephanie's doing a great job, I'm world champion, blah, 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 and him and Triple H have a match with each other down the line. I think that would be a cool idea, since they've actually have talked about having Seth Rollins and Triple H at some point. So,
the only way
yeah.
that would work would bring Triple H in this whole storyline is by having him doing some sort of NXT invasion side story.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you watch NXT?
Not really.
Does Matt watch NXT?
Yeah, he watches
As
it
far
all
as
the
I'm
time.
concerned, Triple H should just stay off TV for a while until they decide what they want to do with him.
I think they need to bring him back as like a guy that's sick and tired of seeing Raw getting turned into shit.
He's the one that's turning into shit.
No, actually, it's Vince McMahon.
with him and his boring ass 20-minute promos.
Hey, I'm the game. I got a problem. I need to take a shit.
Alright, that's pretty bad, I'm not even gonna say.
I like the big wrestlers like Roman Reigns and John Cena.
Actually, he doesn't. He likes the independent wrestlers. He don't like. He's best friends with Kevin Owens, man. Kevin Owens ain't no fucking big dude. He's a fat lump of shit. He likes and he's friends with Sami Zayn too.
Well, they haven't really done
He
anything yet.
actually respects people who can actually wrestle.
Yeah, he's very old school. His mentality is keep it simple. He's pretty much what everybody else wants. He is a wrestling fan, pretty much. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want anything to do with the BS crap that Vince McMahon does. He thinks it's bullshit.
How come he buried CM Punk and buried Daniel Bryan?
Well, that's because you didn't like him. And they didn't bury. They didn't bury Daniel Bryan. They
Well,
gave him his spotlight.
I meant to say like he never liked like Daniel Bryan as like a main eventer or anything.
No, actually, he did. Vince McMahon didn't.
Everything you hear
player, damn it.
Triple H say on Raw is basically Vince in his ear.
Well, the truth of the matter is that Vince McMahon does not like small guys. And I understand his reasoning behind it. I heard a long time ago, back in the day when Rey Mysterio was world champion, he liked the idea that he gave him his moment and everything else, but he knew in the long run it wouldn't work out so well because of the fact that he's a small guy, and having him compete against guys that are so much bigger than him would make the matches unrealistic for him to be able to retain the title. So they didn't see the point in that, which is a great thing. I understand what you're saying there. But fucking have the Cruiserweight become like a secondary World Heavyweight Championship belt and make that your main event every once in a while instead of just the WWE title.
Well, it wasn't making him look any better because they had him like lose like every match when he was champion in 2006.
Wait, what?
I said they were making him look like a shitty champion as well, having him lose almost like every match in 2006 when he was champion.
Oh, I thought you said something about a U.S. title. I'm like, what?
Man, yeah, he
well,
won
I mean, I don't know.
matches, but that was about it.
I don't know. I mean, seriously, I think what they did to him was real bullshit. And
So
it makes sense what Vince McMahon said, but what's that?
Wasn't that like his other two title reigns sucked as well? Like he kept him for like a month in 2010, and one night in 2011 he was WWE champion.
Yeah, that was a joke. I don't even understand why they made him WWE champion. They should have just made The Miz win the title and then lose it to John Cena again in a rematch.
Ugh.
That's what they really should have done.
I was so happy that Ray won and beat that dickhead Cena, and then he wins that one in the next night, the same night, and I was like, fuck. God damn it. Fuck John Cena.
You know, it would have been funny if they would have made made The Miz face CM Punk at SummerSlam. I'd like to say, your sorry ass had main evented in fucking WrestleMania, and it should have been me, you dick. Now I'm gonna kick your ass at SummerSlam.
It should have been.
That would have been funny.
Anyone but
yeah,
Miz.
Really, it should have been.
Anyone but you, Miz.
I mean, the Nexus. They would have been able to elevate the Nexus, to be honest with you, with CM Punk as the head guy of the Nexus at that point.
Yeah. So. The CM Punk version of Nexus just never got booked correctly. Just always was stupid or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I mean, he never really got booked for anything great. They were building up with a John Cena CM Punk deal in the beginning of 2011, late 2010, and then they just dropped it altogether and then brought it back after he was threatening to leave the company. So
Yeah. Which was awesome.
that's pretty much.
Whenever he cut that awesome promo, whatever. Pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Then he had
Yeah, it was pretty fucking badass.
the awesome match on Money in the Bank. I actually saw that live, that pipe bomb, whatever. Did you see that live?
Wait, what do you mean by seeing it live? Like seeing it in person, like in the arena?
I mean, like watching it live on TV while it was happening.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! I watched Raw every fucking Monday night. To be honest with you, from 1999 all the way up to 2000 and it's around this time, 2016 actually. I watched every fucking episode, good, bad, or indifferent. I watched it.
Really?
And this year, I did 15 episodes. I said, I can't do this fucking shit no more. And I've been kind of missing some episodes here and there unless something big was supposed to happen. Supposedly, quote unquote. But in all honesty, I haven't seen anything spectacular. Hopefully, maybe this draft might bring a little bit of excitement back into Monday Night Raw episodes. But if not, big deal. I can watch SmackDown for 2 hours every week and be a big fan of SmackDown altogether, and that's all I need to be concern myself with.
Actually, remember that episode whenever he cut the pipe? I remember it, like, Raw went on, like, real late. You remember that? It was, like, almost 11:30 when it went off the air.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember looking at my clock. I was like, shit, it's almost 11:30. It just went off.
Yeah, it was pretty badass what they did. I mean, I was wondering, is it real or is that part of the script?
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be saying that?
I remember I was like, what is this? This doesn't feel like a piece of paper that I was handed to him.
Yeah. And I actually think they said, okay, we don't want you to say what we want you to say. We're going to give you the option to say whatever the fuck you want. So go for it. Say what you want to say. And he fucking blew it out of the water pretty much.
I wonder what he was going to say before they
never
cut him
give
off.
a disgruntled employee a free mic.
I wonder what he's going to say before they cut him off. Like, he said something like, Vince McMahon was doing this bully campaign or something, and they cut him off. I wonder what he was going to say.
Yeah, I think so.
Vince is a bully or something.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay, Dad. My dad's talking in the background to me about wrestling and Vince McMahon and what he does on a consistent basis, and redoes the same exact shit over and over and over again and recycles the same garbage.
Yeah.
Which probably is very true, but who really cares at this point?
Been saying that for years.
Yeah, same fucking things over and over for years they've been doing. So, at this point, who really cares? I mean, if you like wrestling, you like wrestling, and that's all there is to it.
We about done here?
Yeah, why? You need to go?
Yeah, I think I have to get ready to get off here.
Alright, dude. Alright, well, we'll catch you later. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the show. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, leave the comments and opinions down below. I thank you very much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button and have a great night, guys. Bye.